Morning, everybody. It's Thursday. It's 3:59 and the week is wearing on me. Getting up at 2:30 and 3 o'clock is really taking its toll, but I have an extra coffee this morning and I took a cold shower, which is absolutely miserable. If you haven't tried it, you should. I got to get to work. I'll see you guys at the yard. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find my truck for a minute. Uh-oh. Hydraulic fluid. It's not my truck, but I'll probably let them know about that. It's probably not good. I'm gonna get back here in my spot, and my wife told me that she doesn't understand why when I get back I go back farther than I need to and then forward again. So let me see if I can explain it. When I get back, I line up that big vertical beam back there about 6 inches from my ladder, and there's a big like a funnel hanging down from the plant that goes into my hopper. And it's a big rubber funnel. It's probably like, I don't know, 2 feet around. But it hangs down, and when you get back right to this bar, right there, it's lined up. But I gotta get back a little farther to get the whole boot in the hopper. And then I get back forward so that it's lined up right. It just, that's the way you gotta do it. Oh, curb machine. Okay. Oh. Man, I hope you guys are ready for another full day of curb machine. We got another, we're the first truck of 160 yards. It'll probably end up at like 200 like it did the other day. When was that? Monday? Tuesday? I don't know. So I'll rinse the truck off and we'll get out of here. Come on. Concrete is so dry, it takes a while to get my load right. Because the slump meter reads, you know, it tells me that the concrete is really dry, and then I'll add 10 gallons because I don't want to put too much. Then the slump meter doesn't move. So when the concrete's really dry like that, it takes a while to set your load right. Because if you put even just a little bit too much water, they can't use it. So those curb machines, they you pour the concrete into the curb machine, and the curb machine, there's no forms or anything on the ground. It just spits out a curb, and if it's even a little too wet, it'll start slumping down and they can't use it. So you gotta pour it really dry, and if I put even 5 or 10 gallons too many, they can't use it. Well, the sun's definitely not helping. This is that job site that I accidentally drove through. Oh yeah, there it is. I see the curb machine. I gotta figure out how to get in there. I can't see the curb. There's only a little spot for trucks to drive up and down there, and I couldn't see it. But I think we're good. I can see the machine. I gotta get turned around though. This looks like a nice spot. Come on now. It's so hard to tell, man. I put a few gallons in, but I'm gonna let it mix up while I get back to the machine. I do not want to put too much. We'll just follow the machine right along this string here, and this is where they're gonna put the curb. So this guy at the bottom will help me stay where I need to stay, because we're just inching forward a little bit at a time. But the guy on the top there, I don't know if you can see him, he's got a big umbrella. He's the boss man. We'll just try to stay along this line, this string line. And the curb machine has little feelers, like little antenna, that go along that string line and keep it straight. We'll just inch forward and dump out our mud. The curb machine will build a curb and we'll just go. Then there's a crew back there, maybe 6 or 7 guys that'll come behind the curb machine and make sure it looks nice, and they'll broom finish and put sealant and all that kind of stuff. Curb machines are pretty easy for automatics. When I used to have the manual, your left leg get worn out pretty good. I'm almost out. This guy keeps trying to get me to turn right. I'm not sure why. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Got the old double thumbs up from Joel. That's his favorite thing. Whew. Alright. Busy, busy. I'll wash the truck down real quick and go grab another load. Get the drum going the other direction. There we go. 7 o'clock, just rolling back in the yard. Ooh, looks like everybody's out. Just got a message. They want us to rinse out the drums so I can go out to this this super secret job site again. They are loading us with it's a special mix, and if there's any rocks in it, it'll mess up the load. So I'm gonna rinse out my drum, and then we'll get loaded with this. It's mostly sand, but we'll go out to this top secret job site, and that'll be pretty boring for you guys because I can't record anything. So truck's been filling up with water for about 7 minutes, so we'll go spit everything out, make sure we get all the rocks out of there so it doesn't mess up the next load. Thank you for reminding me. I am going to grab fuel before I go this time. I don't want to repeat it last time. That was no fun. Gotta wait in line. If you don't know what I'm talking about with last time and running low on fuel, I'll put a link in the description so you can see it. We got our ticket, so I'll get lined up. There's somebody loading right now. It's 7:30, man. I'm starving. I can't eat until 9. Because I only eat between the hours of 9 and 5. Takes a really long time to get from 3:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock. It's a long time without eating. It's rough sometimes. Somebody bumped the stairs again, it looks like. That's why I don't use the stairs to line up, because the stairs move. Loaded with 9 yards of it's called CDF, but it's basically just wet sand. Okay, got kind of a long drive. It's about 45 minutes or so. And it's even though it's just CDF, just like sand and cement, there's no rocks or anything. Even though it's just CDF, they're really particular about what the load looks like when you get there. So I'm gonna pull over maybe 5 or 10 minutes out and just double check the load. Because if I get there, and because we're only allowed maybe 17 gallons, I think we're allowed to put in on the job site. And if you put in your 17 gallons and it's not quite wet enough, then they'll send you back. So I'm just gonna double check it right before I get there, see if it sucked up any. I think it should be fine because CDF doesn't really suck up a whole lot, but if the sand is dry, or I don't know, so I just don't want to risk it. Doesn't get much more small town than this. This is nice, man. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I moved over to Eastern Washington from Tacoma, which is in Western Washington. And Tacoma, that whole area is huge. I mean, really densely populated. And, you know, traffic everywhere, really busy. And when all that stuff was popping off in 2020, me and my wife got out of there, and it's way better out here. Yeah, my much better. Whew. Pump job took about an hour maybe outside. It's hot, man, just standing there in the sun, not moving around or anything. No way. It's 9 in the morning. The truck says 111. There's no way that's right. We're done. We're just gonna go wash the truck out. They got a designated washout spot that's 2 or 3 minutes down the road. So we'll wash out and go back to the yard. We got about maybe a half yard left over, so I'll dump it out when we get back. We're back. A couple of guys in line. Hey, there's Jahir. A couple of guys hanging out. All right. You can't really see it, but this is asphalt. We're gonna dump all our retane out if it's too wet or we can't pour molds, and then a loader comes by and scoops everything into piles. And I just got CDF, so I can't put that in the molds for Eco Blocks. Sitting here finishing my paperwork, and I got another ticket already. I don't know why they do that. There's like 4 guys already just sitting here in front of me, and I get it too. I mean, it makes the day go by a lot faster, but go get lined up, I guess. Past few days, man, every time I feel like I come back in the yard and bam, I got a ticket, even if there's other people waiting. That's how it goes. Load number 3. Here we go. Come on. We got loaded with 9 yards. It's a pretty big board. It's 44 yards total. 44 yards total, and we are 36. So it's not too far away. It's a new construction, new development over here. But I wonder what they're doing with 44 yards of concrete. It's 11 o'clock and it's 97 degrees. Oh, there's 2 pumps. Uh-oh. Which one am I going to? Probably the blue one. Yeah, probably the blue one. These guys are doing a footing. They wouldn't have ordered a 5. What? Oh, he's wet. 8? Nice. Woo! They're pouring walls. I thought I was gonna be a little wet because I put a bunch of water in before I left the plant, and I thought, uh-oh. I was like, maybe like a 6 or a 7, and I thought, uh-oh, they put Delvo in it, which is that retarder which keeps the concrete from setting up. Yeah, I'm still like a 6. So I gotta put a bunch of water in. Okay, it's our turn. There he is. And stop. That's why we all wear hats. It splashes up. Close to the curb, but not on the sidewalk. I don't know if there should be okay. I think this summer we're gonna find out if GoPros can overheat. Every time I reach up and touch that button, I'm like, dang, man, this thing is hot. Bye, Junior. Later, pump guy. We are back. I went and talked to the office and we got the official all done. So that'll do it for me today. We did 8.5 hours, 3 loads, and I'm done for the day. So I'm headed home. I'll see you guys tomorrow.